I'm making a video every day until Cleetus invites me to the Freedom Factory. On this episode, I'm going to give you real-world experience with lockers. There's a lot of really bad information out there on the internet. People say your vehicle will veer off the road, you'll spin out, you'll die because of a locker. This truck has had a locker for over 10 years and over 50,000 miles. It used to be my daily driver up until just recently. I have a lot of experience daily driving with a locker, and I can tell you exactly how it is, and I've used 2 different brands of locker as well over that period of time. This truck's a little bit unique. I've actually put a Ford 9-inch rear end in here. I've run 2 different lockers in here. They're both full-size lockers. They are not lunchbox lockers. I'm talking about full-size lockers. So I've run a Detroit soft locker, which I don't think they make anymore, and currently I'm running a Yukon Grizzly locker. This truck has the 22RE engine. It doesn't make a ton of power, but I did add a supercharger, so it's got a little bit more power than stock. You might have a little more power than this vehicle does, but I really don't think it's going to make much difference in the drivability. I don't really have any problems when I'm flooring it. So anybody that says lockers are dangerous, they'll make you spin off the road, they are all full of crap. Every once in a while, I'll be pulling away from a light, or maybe I just go into a corner after I've pulled away from a light, and it'll go BAM! Really loud, which is kind of annoying, I have to say. But the rear end will tweak a little bit, not too bad. These springs are honestly really wiggly and stuff, so it's really not that bad. It's just annoying that it goes bang really loud and kind of unloads. But I have to say, it happens maybe once every 3 to 5 months. It's very rare that it happens. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to film that, but that's really the only issue I have. I would definitely recommend it if you're serious about doing off-road, but you want to do your daily and go off-road, but you want to be really serious about off-roading. The locker is good. Might be good for drifting because it's going to lock up really solid and stuff. Let me know if you're a drifter. Let me know if lockers are good or not. I would 100% daily drive a drift car with a locker. It would be fine. So yeah, I would do that. The only time I might not use it would be maybe like a muscle car or something like that, or maybe like a track car. You know, I'd want to know it's going to come on really smooth out of the corner and stuff like that. So that might be the only time that I wouldn't use it. For a burnout car, I would definitely use it. Although you might just use a spool in that case. But what I'm saying is the lockers aren't as bad as everyone on the internet makes them seem. There's just a bunch of keyboard warriors that spread misinformation about them. I've drove for a long time. Both different brands of lockers drove the same. I think they're all basically a soft locker. I think they kind of cut the corner off a little bit of the tooth, and that makes it engage a little bit more quietly, makes it ratchet a little better. I don't think they're quite what they were back in like 1960 or whenever they came out. Is that when they came out? Anyway, if you're thinking about getting one, but you've been scared by those people, go get one. You're gonna love it. I'm making a video every day until Cleetus invites me to the Freedom Factory. Check out my video right here on why I want to meet him, and check out my other videos. I do cool stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really trying hard to get monetized. I want to grow the channel. I'm very serious about YouTube. That's why I'm doing a video every day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more knowledge or something.